Hi everyone, this is Aaron for Zollotech. We're going to unbox the iPad mini. The iPad mini box is sitting on top of the third generation iPad box, just to give you an idea. Let's set that aside. And I've undone the wrapper a little bit. This is the 16 gigabyte model. Comes available in 16, 32, and 64 gigabytes. This is the Wi-Fi model. The Wi-Fi plus 3G model will be out later this year. 4G LTE, that'll be out in a couple weeks or so. And this is $329 to start with. We'll open it up here. This is the black model. These take a little bit to open. Apple designs the boxes that way. Inside, you can see here's the iPad mini. We have the mini itself. I'll unwrap that in a moment. The box has an iPhone 5 style connector, or iPhone style connector. Our little paperwork here, and a lightning connector. Inside we have normal literature and our Apple stickers. Let's set these aside and take a look at the iPad mini itself. Flip it over here. Now I decided to get the 16 gigabyte model since I have a 32 gigabyte third generation that I've used for some time, and I'll show you that in a moment. And I really don't find that I need 3G, LTE, that sort of thing, so I got the Wi-Fi model. Now, there are a couple differences with the iPad mini for those that don't know. It runs basically off the hardware that's in the iPad 2. So that means it has an iPad 2 A5 processor. It also has a 1.2 megapixel camera, 720p video recording. We have a forward-facing HD FaceTime camera, normal home button. See, there's the camera on the back, no flash. Apparently it picks up some fingerprints pretty easily, but they should wipe off. On the side we have our volume rockers or volume buttons and a rotate switch or lock switch, depending on what you want to use it for. You can assign that. On the bottom we have a lightning connector and dual speakers this time. And that's pretty much it. That's the iPad. Let me show you it next to the other iPad. Now internally, like I said, this is the 16 gigabyte model. Here is the iPad 3 or third generation Retina display model to give you an idea of size. Flip them over. I have a Zag shield on the back of this, so it is a little bit different looking. You can see size-wise. It's supposed to be pretty fast though, but the resolution isn't as high, 1024 by 768. Let's turn it on. There we go. So 1024 by 768 is the resolution, and the pixels per inch are a little bit lower in this model. We actually have 163 pixels per inch. Some people that may drive crazy, others like myself, I'm not really going to care too much. And the size is really nice, really light. Slide to unlock, and we'll set it up at another time. But the device itself feels really solid. $329, $429, $529 for 16, 32, 64 gigabyte versions. You also have the additional 3G version, like I mentioned before, that adds an additional $129 to each of those prices for those different storage options. You also have a white version that has an aluminum color back. That's pretty much it as far as the unboxing. There are a couple more specs I didn't mention, such as Bluetooth 4.0 that it does have, and it should have a 10-hour battery life. Some reviews are getting 12 hours, which would be really nice. And it is really nice, portable, light. I can hold onto it with one hand, but that may be more difficult for others. So I will be putting a smart cover on this, and we'll show that in a different video and do some other comparisons. If you have any questions or comments, maybe about some things you're wondering that you haven't seen in other videos, please place them in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.